Market is at a decision point. You remember last week we predicted that we are expecting a push up in price using the monthly SMT on ES and NQ, and market did exactly that. And this week we made all-time high in ES and YM, while in NQ market did what? Failed to make all-time high, and that is very significant. So what are our expectation? What do we see? Let's quickly recap what just happened this week and what we going to be expecting coming next week. Okay, quickly let's hop into the chart and see. As you can see, on 3rd of August, market gapped up, opening at a higher price compared to where it closed. It gapped up, and Monday, Tuesday, market ripped higher. If you go to the ES, market did what also? Same day, on Tuesday, 4th of August, market did create a all-time high. And this is the cash now. Let's head to COT report and let's look at what happened. On ES, short actually flip, so there is more seller now compared to buyer using the latest report. If you go to ES, same thing. We have a more seller coming to the market, and even our open interest, the participants, they increased from 1.9 million to current level at 2.1 million, and that is significant. So if you go to our charts now, markets reached all-time high. Then we go to NQ, market refused to do that. So what is our conclusion here? Look, ES can cash up to NQ. He can from here keep on pushing higher and try to make his own all-time higher, but currently market is at a decision point. This is a situation where we will allow market to do what it wants to do. On a daily time frame on NQ, what I would have loved to see here, if I want to continue to look for buy side of the market, I want a price to push higher like this using this weekly volume imbalance on 8th of June and 15th of June. So if market can use that as a support, close that well above it, then come back and retest that, use that to push price higher, I'll be willingly to continue to participate. And also, a full disclosure, also I'm still on a buy position on ES, and it is at break even, so it doesn't matter, you can come back and take me out, that is okay. So on 6th of August, using a breaker, I enter a buy position here on 1 hour time frame. Then I'm still on that position. But what what I was expecting to see this week, I was expecting from COT reports that more buyer are doing what, entering to the market. But what I'm seeing here is that they flip. There is a flip here. So it's 50-50 right now. It doesn't mean that market cannot continue to push high until it gets to this our 30 that one standard deviation of the current swing. It doesn't mean, but we can at least go to 30.30500 and 31k. From there we can help. But based on this particular week, this current week sprint, market has to make his own decision, say where he wants to go. I'm not gonna force anything, but what I will be doing here is, like I said on NQ, I'll wait. Let's price close above this level, that 8th of June opening price, and 15th of June opening price. Yeah, the opening price of the closing price of 8th of June, that is the week, that particular week, the closing price of that particular week, and the opening price of 15th of June. So I want price to use that as a support, close well above it, use that as a support, giving me the opportunity to keep on pushing higher. That is that for NQ. Then on ES, we actually did this is where we, if you go to COT report on ES now, you can see that more seller came into the market and the open interest is increasing. That is to say, this is not maybe the old seller are being squeezed out. Open interest is increasing. So that is to tell you that more sellers are doing what, coming to the market. But more sellers are coming to the market at where? All-time high. They are coming to the market at all-time high. So two things it can be a distribution, and also it can be a squeeze. There can be squeeze outs at this level. Price doing what? Keep on pushing high to this my 8,142 level. That is a one standard deviation of our current swing. So this is a critical moment. We have to reassess 1 or 2 weeks or 3 weeks to see who has upper hand. Then we know where we are going. That is that. Then also on YM, also same thing. We are expecting this also made a new all-time high. We still to watch it, where is going, what is some print. But if we go to YM on COT report, we can actually see, we see some it's not that obvious or something like that, but we are still having what, more bias on YM, but it's not that significant. Okay, it's not that significant, but let's see. No conviction on YM, but on price action level on weekly time frame is still bullish here, so you can't take that away from me. But that doesn't mean that it can from here reverse back. So let's watch and see what will happen. Then on dollar index, DSY, you can agree with me and be bullish on DSY. And if you can see here, we have this on high of May, the high of May, and low of July. So there is a fair value gap where I will watch price to see if that particular, because I will want that level to hold. in order to maintain that my narrative of higher prices. But if, because that is the last defense on price pushing higher, if that level cannot be hold, if price break through that level, weeks can do the damage, but the body should tell us the real story, what is happening there. So that is for me on DSY. I'm still bullish pending when this monthly fair value gap I just mentioned, the high of May and the low of July. So if that level still intact, I'm still bullish on DSY. And that is basically it on DSY on monthly. Then the inverse should be the other, that is euro, and this is euro, this is euro. So the inverse will be euro. You can see euro, the same level here, it is here on euro. Here on euro, on a monthly time frame, we have the low of May and the high of July, that is inverse. So from here, price can drop lower from this current level, but from here anything can happen. But I will keep on watching that level because I want price to push lower from that level. And that is basically that to me. Then good, I think good I don't have I don't have a position here on good. I don't have a position on good, and that will be all for now. If you have not subscribed, hit the subscribe button, and trade smart and be safe.